Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to hop in here. If you are new, welcome. I just chit-chat sometimes with my audience. Welcome. I could come across really religious, but I'm not. But I'm very spiritual, and I do believe in spirituality. On if it's upright and truthful, and I've tested a thing, then I share it for other people to go do their own research and things like that. So anyway, welcome. If you stay, I am calling out and acknowledging Jehovah, who is my Yeshua, my Elohim. Okay, so if that's not something you're looking for, then this is where you click off. Otherwise, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. So I got on here earlier and I was doing a video and asking the divine to reveal some things about people that are around you and I that hate. You know, hatred's dangerous. We're told that if we have hatred in our heart, that's just bad as being a murderer. Okay, is what Christ said. All right, and if you can't forgive, we're also told you will not be forgiven. We've got fallen. I get on here and talk all the time about how we would be crazy to think that we're the only existence in the universe. And actually, we've got scriptures and all kinds of different types of writings that stating about aliens and people falling into the earth and all that kind of stuff. And actually, the New Testament definitely talks about that kind of stuff, and we've extensively uncovered so many mysterious things that have been going on in the earth, and talking about the resurrection and stuff like that. Anyway, as I was doing that video, it got cut off because I stated something was just coming out of my spirit, and it got cut off. Well, I went back to go find the video itself. I was going to upload it, but because right after it cut off, I just hit the record button again and began to continue talking. And so after I got done, I went back on my phone to find the part one, and it was gone. So I know somebody didn't like what I said, but that's just too bad. It's just too bad. Who's ever on my phone trying to control? Look, you wicked entities are going to leave now. You're defeated. You really are defeated. Okay? People got hatred in their heart. You are nothing but a fallen entity, and it's time for you to depart now. It really is. I was speaking on there about pay attention to people who literally, they're just nothing but backbiters, and they just don't care, and they got nothing but hatred, and every time you talk about it, they just spew and spew and spew out of their mouth, or they just like to start crap. These are these entities that are in the earth. Are fallen. Okay, they don't have no soul on. They're just hateful. They're devils themselves, really. I stated that I had written down on one of my homemade decks a leather jacket. Now, that card has come out recently on some of my readings, and I've just made reference to, something could happen in the wintertime where somebody's known for wearing a leather jacket or whatever. But I begin to speak about different types of skin types. And what was coming out of me is to pay attention to people who have leather-like skin. I believe that's when my camera just went off. These people have tough skin because their heart is hardened, okay? Going back to a leather jacket and to wear in the winter time, coldness of heart, okay? Their hearts just wax cold. They are murderers. They're already dead on the inside, and that is going to manifest in your body itself. It really is. I was curious, and this is why I'm on here. I was curious to know what the word leather takes us back to, and I was shocked at what I found at the root of the Hebrew. It literally goes back to skin, and so something was coming out of my spirit. I was just like, on that video, I was just like, hold on a minute, something's coming through my spirit, and something to that and all that kind of stuff, and it really was something to that. And so I went back to look up the word leather, and it literally took me to the bare skin without clothing, but it's connected to skin itself. So there are people out there who's got skin that's just like leather itself, and that takes you back to prideful energy. It takes you back to shame as well. There was a connection there in this section to shame, and let's look at that because, uncleanness is here. Hold on a minute. Uncleanness is here, and watching and seen. That's tower energy. The watchers. The watchers. We got writings that the watchers were watching the daughters of the sons of men looked at the I don't remember how it's worded now in the scripture, but they were watching the daughters. If you're a son or you're a daughter of the Most High, we got these entities that are watching upon you and I on the towers, the watchers, the eyes. All this stuff has a connection. This is really, really deep. I really had to sit with this stuff because this is something fresh and new coming out of me. I like to share it to get your wheels going as well. Okay? Because people, we are not alone in the earth. We really are in the time of flood-like energies where the Christ stated that it would be just like in the days of Noah. People watching on you, on your towers and things like that. At the same time, we are also told that the upright righteous will run right on into these towers and will be safe here. Okay? To expose the dark energy, to really expose it. I spoke on here how we are in the time of the resurrection of the dead and they are being judged right now. They literally are being judged right now. These wicked entities that just will not forgive and they just hold on to a grudge and they are the fallen that you need to stick your finger in their face and say, Jehovah rebuke you. If you cannot forgive, you're going straight to the pit forever and ever and ever. This is huge. Pay attention to people's skin around you and how they're spewing out their mouth, how they're looking at you. Okay, make you feel kind of shameful. You just can pick up on energy like that if you're real sensitive to the spirit. And the divine look, if you got light in you and they're dark, you can detect it just like that, what they are. You can, especially now as much as we've learned what's going on in these games that they played in the earth itself because they're hunters. They hate. They're unwilling to forgive. They're haters. They're backbiters. They're nasty at their heart. They're hardened. They can't hear. They're already dead. They're just literally walking around and they're shameful to be up on the earth. I just want to share this because I was really shocked that when I began to speak about the leather jacket and then I was wondering what it was, it literally took you back to leather-like skin, real tough-skinned people. Okay? Pay attention to that. So I just wanted to share it with you. Till next time, y'all. Shalom.